I've talked to y'all about a few things, and this is kind of like off the trucking thing, but it's about your language. It's been on my mind lately. I hear people's language is all wrong. These generations' language is just, it's all wrong and it messes everything up. And let me explain to you about language. I'm not talking about the English language or Spanish language. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the way you think and the way you speak is the way you become. For example, when you wake up in the morning, how do you say it? Oh, I gotta go to work? Or do you say, I get to go to work? See, instead of saying, I gotta go to work today, say, you know what, I get to go to work today. Take some value upon that. Or instead of, if you're a truck driver, you're like, man, God, I gotta drive 600 miles a day. Instead of saying, I gotta drive 600 miles a day, say, I get to drive 600 miles a day. It's all about our attitudes, you know what I'm saying? And of how we look at things and how we perceive things. So instead of saying like, oh man, I've got to work on the car today, say, I got a car I get to work on today. That's the difference between a person who succeeds and the person who fails. That's the difference between a person who's happy and a person who's unhappy. The difference between a depressed person and an undepressed person is all about mentality. I know I talk about that a lot, but I mean it. It's how you speak, and how you speak, which becomes your attitude, therefore which becomes the way you lie in your life and how you succeed. So, you know, instead of me sitting there, it's like, oh man, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm glad that I'm stuck in traffic and I'm not in this accident that's up here on the side of the road. I could be the one in the ditch. So there's always ways you can look at things. I encourage you today, drivers. I encourage all my subscribers. If you're watching this, then you need to change the way you think. Start today. What's good, Trucker 87? I see you there, buddy. How you doing? I try to make my time good. So, you know, I don't know a whole lot of Spanish. I probably know a couple hundred words, but I learned that by being a truck driver. So I looked at it when I started driving a truck. People said, Sean, you know, being a truck driver, it sucks. You know, why do you got to drive all those hours? Instead of looking at like these hours, okay, these 11 hours a day are wasted. I don't make them wasted. I listen to other languages. I try to teach myself a language. I need more practice, of course, but I try to teach myself history, teach myself things that I don't know. We're in a great time to live in right now. There's YouTube, which is a bunch of knowledge. We have the internet. Anything you want to learn, you can learn out here, guys. You just got to learn it. Hey, no problem. What's up, Delroy? What's happening, Delroy? Glad you're on today. What's up, Trucker 87? I want to inspire myself to be the best personal self that I can be. So every day I wake up, I say, you know what? I want to be the best that I can be. Now, you know, I might not have been the best yesterday or last week or 3 years ago or 5 years ago, but my goal for 2023, and it should be your goal too, is be the best that you can be. Be everything that you can. So stop whining, stop complaining, and stop looking at things like, man, you know, this day sucks. No, man, this day's a good day because I'm alive. I'm breathing. God created you for a purpose, right? So try to be the best creation for God and for yourself that you can be in front of God. How are you able to look yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? I'm a sloth. You know, I'm being lazy. God frowns on laziness. He frowns on people just sit around and just try to get out of things. That's why they're not lucky. People like that never have nothing good happen to them in their life because God's not looking down on them. God's looking down on them with a frown. It's all about the mindset. You're right, Delroy. It's all about the mindset. He says, Delroy says he's from Central America and the Caribbean. Appreciate you watching, buddy. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I'm sitting over here in traffic in 24 trying to just things that are on my mind. You know, I see a whole generation of men and women that are just coming up that are just like, they're just try to get out of certain things, you know, and they want to be the man, but they don't want to take what it takes to be that man, or they want to succeed, but they don't want to take and do what it takes to succeed. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So it's like, if you want to succeed in life, you got to work hard for it. Anything that's worth having is hard to get. That's why there's value to it. If it was easy to get, there wouldn't be no value to it. You know, somebody once told me one time, said, you know, what's the thing you hate the most? Yo, Story Part again. How you doing? What's up, Cowboy SJ? How you doing, man? Man, I'm sorry you spilled your coffee on yourself. Thank God you got a coffee to spill in your lap. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being upset about it, just be happy you got a coffee. There's a lot of people out here that wish they had a coffee to drink. You know what I'm saying? So use that positivity and turn that bad thing. That's what I'm talking about today, is turning the negativity into positivity things. So, whatever you're going through in life, it's all about your mentality. Someone once told me, Sean, what do you hate most in life? Or what do you hate most about working out? I'm like, man, I hate working out my legs. Man, I hate squats. You know what? That's probably the number one thing I need to do. So I hate it because I need it. So I do need to get out and do more squats. I do need to get out and work my legs more because I never work them because I'm always in this truck. So I'm going to make it a point where I start getting out and I start doing more squats, doing more, more things that I don't like. Because when you put yourself through things that you don't like, that makes you a better person. It brings value to yourself. So when you go that extra, don't do it for this person or that person. Do it for yourself. If anybody get any value from this, smash that like button. I know I'm sitting there in traffic. This is a trucking channel, but I want to show y'all that there's a different way you can think. And I meet a lot of people. I train drivers. I talk to drivers out here, and I'm just seeing a whole bunch of lazy, entitled people that driving me nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got Tevin here. Tevin's training. He is great. His mentality is great. He's 28 years old, 29 years old, and you know what? He's got a mind of he's a wise man. You know what I'm saying? Like, beyond his years, because he knows how to think. And that's the thing, man. You got to get out there and think right. You think, but what you are is what you become. So, no matter what you're going through in life, it can always be worse. So get out there and get it done. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want something, go get it. If you're not happy where you are in life, change it. Change it. And it all starts with the way you think. Oh, man, I got to fix this car today. I got a car I can fix today. Oh, man, I'm stuck at this truck stop there and the work on my truck. Thank God I've got a truck that they can work on. Thank God I do got a job that I can go, because you know what? It'd be a whole lot worse if I didn't have that job. Or, man, I'm in this traffic right here, man, I ain't never gonna get out of it. You could be that ditch up there. Man, I'm glad I'm in this traffic. I'm so glad I'm in this traffic that I'm not in that ditch up there. You hear me? So that's what I'm trying to talk about today. I'm trying to talk to you to change your mentality, the way you think, and I promise you'll be a happier person.